Bahadur Khalsa College, New Delhi. He's a Bachelor of Law, Faculty of Law, University of Delhi, and he practiced law as an advocate. He did his MPS batch of 2015 for 1 year. From the 2015 batch, he went under training for 2015 to 16 at Punjab Police Academy, Pillar, Punjab. His present posting as the Sub-Divisional Police Officer, Jaisalmer, with additional charge of Premier Kamchang, Kasam Kulan Block. May I request everyone to stand from where you are so that we can respect our national anthem. As we sing our national anthem, the chief guest for today, Shri Joseph Pauline Kamsam, IAS Devolutionary Commissioner, will unfurl the national flag.
Thank you all. We may be seated. Now, today's chief guest will address the gathering.
Good morning, one and all. I extend my warm greetings and best wishes on the auspicious occasion of the 72 Republic Day 2021. I extend my special greetings to former chairman and members of Autonomous District Council Ukhrul, CSO leaders, retired bureaucrats, SP, ADM and DLOs, ex-servicemen, or COVID-19 warriors, senior citizens of the district, ladies and gentlemen gathered here today. It was on this memorable day in the year 1950 that India became a sovereign, socialist, secular and democratic republic and gave ourselves a constitution to steer our destiny, assuring justice, liberty, equality and economic equity, besides pledging to promote fraternity, dignity of the individual and unity and integrity of the nation. Now the young republic is marching forward with hope and aspiration, and the people are better placed in all realms of life in the pursuits of their life goals and aspirations. On this day, we salute and express our gratitude to the valiant freedom fighters and their faithful followers who made supreme sacrifices in the long freedom struggle of our country with unmatched material strength, but with only their undaunted spirit, fired by their sense of patriotism to the cause of the nation. This young republic is now a vibrant democracy, standing tall in the Committee of Nations as one of the fastest growing global economies, and as a tolerant democracy where every citizen, by dint of his or her hard work and commitment, can reach the highest pinnacle of their aspirations in life. The day reminds us of the sacred values enshrined in our Constitution and is thus a day of national pride. As the country and the global community marches ahead, the district administration is sensitive to the aspirations of our people of a prosperous society and is making efforts to bring local and economic well-being to the people by supervising the implementation of various flagship programs in the district. The district has worked hard to generate 59.09 average man-days for energies job card holders till date, which is among the highest in the state, and successfully created liabilities with total expenditures of rupees 71 crores 23 lakhs 92,213 for the year 2021 till today. Under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, 1,297 rural houses have been constructed, and another 1,506 houses will be constructed within this financial year at a unit cost of rupees 1,30,000 per beneficiary. Other infrastructure development works are being taken up under Border Area Development Program, MSDP, ML8 and MP8, among others, by DRD Ukhrul. One 50-bedded girls' hostel is coming up under MSDP scheme for the year 1920 at Kajifung at a cost of 2 crore 50 lakhs. The works is in good progress. Water supply schemes under Jal Jeevan Mission, non-lapsable central pool of resources, new development bank are being taken up. And two important water supply schemes are being proposed under Northeastern States Infrastructure Development Scheme. First, water supply for Ukhrul district headquarters by constructing dam at Langdang village for promoting tourism at Ukhrul district at an estimated cost of rupees 99 crores 83 lakhs. And another water supply scheme for Paurai village for promoting tourism at Ukhrul district headquarters at a cost of rupees 23 crores 59 lakhs. Under Swachh Bharat Mission, 22,207 individual household latrines have been constructed and 119 community sanitary complex latrines are being constructed. And under Jal Jeevan Mission, which aims to provide functional household tap water connection to every household by March 2022, 100% coverage of tap water has been achieved at Tusom Sivi village, and Tandrui Laisan village is following next. More villages will be covered in the coming days and months to meet the target set. For rural connectivity under PMGSY, 65 numbers of works have been taken up since 2017-18 at a sanctioned cost of rupees 399 crores 17 lakhs and 5,000 for a total road length of 738.89 kilometers and bridge length of 266.77 meters. Ukhrul District Community Resource Management Society, UDCRMS, earlier NARCOM, is implementing 21 projects at a total cost of rupees 61 crores 96 lakhs and 57,000 funded by NAC, NABARD, MSME, Air Force Authority of India, and RECL under Corporate Social Responsibility, some of which include construction of Kasimla Women's Market at Naga Gate, Hungpung, Sabji Mandis, wayside amenities at various locations like Patkai Christian Academy Junction, Muirai and Ramrai Eco-Tourism Development, Khayang Eco-Tourism Development, which will be inaugurated on 20th January, Resource Center at Hungpung, Indoor Stadium at Somdal, road construction from Yangangpopi to South Losing, synthetic football turf at Langdang, among others. Various developmental works are also being undertaken by other line departments for the welfare of the district. To mention a few, Autonomous District Council Ukhrul is taking up various infrastructure development works with funding from central and state finance commissions, State Infrastructure Development Fund, grants in aid, etc., under the devolution of powers to strengthen local self-governing institutions. Forest, PWD, MSPDCL, social welfare, medical, education, and other line departments are also taking up various schemes and programs with funding from both center and state governments. On the connectivity issue, it is fortunate for the district. The Government of India, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways is taking up double lane expansion project of Yangonpopi Ukhrul Jesami Stretch, which is the main lifeline of the district. Compensation award for land acquired was announced on 31st October 2020 under Section 3G of National Highways Act 1956 for the stretches from Jalenbung to Nungsanghong Bridge, 57.39 hectares, except Litan Sarekhong village. And so far, compensation amount of rupees 30.37 crores have been released to the affected villages out of rupees 49.89 crores deposited by NSIDCL so far. Construction work has been in full swing for the stretch from Jalenbung to Sokbao village. However, the work construction could not be started at Dramba, Lambui village due to some anomalies which will be sorted out shortly. The district administration and NSIDCL have been targeting to complete the work of earth cutting before the rainy season. It is unfortunate to mention, however, that some of the villages are obstructing construction for the slightest claim of compensations, unmindful of the larger long-term benefits to the whole district. We fervently appeal to all the people of the district, including the CSOs, government departments, and most particularly the affected villages, to extend fullest cooperation for the early success of this two-lane highway project, as this important route is playing great importance to the economy and lifeline of the people of Ukhrul district. The benefits that would pour in from having a standard double-lane national highway will far outweigh the momentary inconveniences that we may face today. Land acquisition for another important route, Ukhrul-Toloi-Tadubi, under National Highway 102A was already finalized in 2019 under direct purchase. Compensation amount was already submitted to the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, Government of India. As soon as the compensation amount is sanctioned by the ministry, construction work for expansion of two-lane highway would be started by NSIDCL. It may also be mentioned that Government of India is planning to construct another road by BRO on Mahadev, Toloi, Phuchero sector, touching villages from Hungpung, Ukhrul, Somsai, Halang, Phungcham, Paurai, Pei, Somdal, etc., for which 84 RCC GRAPE is preparing the DPR for this project. Today, as we all know, we are still facing challenges from the COVID-19 pandemic. The district faces a Herculean task in looking after 9,635 returnees from other states and abroad. However, due to the resilient efforts of our healthcare workers and all concerned stakeholders, Ukhrul has one of the lowest positivity rates in the state and is a better district in following the COVID-appropriate behavior. Now, with medical scientists working day and night all around the world, a ray of hope for humanity has come in the form of rolling out of COVID-19 vaccines, and our district too has started the vaccination drive of the Covishield vaccine for the 2,629 healthcare workers registered in the COWIN portal, which will be followed by vaccination for frontline workers, persons with 50 years and above, and with comorbidities, and gradually will cover the entire populace. Let us say thank you to the tireless efforts of the healthcare workers, whose relentless efforts are bringing us comfort and hope in these challenging times. And also remember those few from our district who have unfortunately succumbed to this virus. Amidst this pandemic, however, the district has witnessed remarkable peace and tranquility in recent times. And I compliment the district police under the stewardship of its SP for its diligence and wisdom in handling sensitive and contentious issues tactfully, maintaining a conducive law and order atmosphere to the delight and appreciation of its denizens. This peace needs to be preserved to usher in faster pace of development on all fronts. The growing maturity and sensibilities of the people also contributed to this harmonious existence, and you all deserve appreciation. Let us resolve to take this peace forward. To ensure effective delivery of services to the people, government machineries alone is not possible and requires the constant support of the public. The complementary role of the people is vital and inevitable in building a progressive society. Because ours is a nation of the people who are the ultimate fountain of power and edifice of governance, the solid bedrock on which rests our great democracy. The strength of a nation lies in the quality and integrity of its people. Mere pouring in of government funds will not bring about a sea change unless people of integrity with strong value system rule the society. For ensuring a healthy society, the good of the collective should not be undermined or consumed by the greed of the few. On this solemn day, let us pledge ourselves to defeat the vile of evil and be guided by the force of truth. So on this auspicious occasion, let us look forward and resolve to make a more developed, prosperous, and peaceful district. Let us once again cherish this hard-earned freedom and pledge anew to uphold the secular, socialist, and democratic values enshrined in our Constitution, and join wholeheartedly in the task of development of our district and nation-building process. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Conveying our gratitude to our chief guest for today for giving us in-depth development report of various departments under his administration and his inspiring speech. May I now give the time to the ZEO department.